Hey, what's up, everybody? I'm back with another video, and I want to talk about something that's been going on lately on the internet and with the NX and with journalists making these posts basically about the NX and being very vague about their information. And just today, there was a tweet by Leon Robertson from Unseen64. You guys know him. He's been wrong on a lot of things. He's been right in a couple things. About what he's said about the NX and other things regarding the game world in general. But basically he said that the NX specs will be divisive, but the games will make up for it, is what he said really. Now, that is a very vague statement to make. You see these tweets a lot like this, where you have these little vague statements about the NX or something to do with what's going on with the system, and there's no real explanation as to what they're talking about. And they don't have anything to back it up what they're saying. They don't post any specs. They don't post any architecture, what they think it's going to be or nothing like that. Just make these little vague statements. This is frustrating quite a bit of Nintendo fans. And I don't know, you probably feel the same way I do about it. And there was also another tweet today, or a few tweets, by another individual who considers himself an insider as well, talking about Polaris and whether it is Polaris or not, and if it's Polaris-like or not, and how they're tired of these rumors about it. Again, if you do not have an idea of what the architecture is for the NX, and you don't have an idea of what that architecture can do, why not say anything about what it isn't if you don't have any idea of what the rumor is about it? You see what I'm saying? So the Polaris architecture, or Polaris-like architecture, is speculation based on logical deduction of all the possibilities that Nintendo has. It's not going to be PowerVR architecture, because PowerVR architecture does not port well at all and is not powerful enough to port games without heavily being modified from the PlayStation 4 basically, and it wouldn't look anywhere near as good. They're simply not there yet for PowerVR. It's good technology, but it's not quite there yet for a console. You would have to make custom games from the ground up for it to make the games look even good at all on PowerVR. So it's not that. It's not going to be Nvidia, because it's way too expensive, and there's nothing they're making in the pipeline for consoles. If it was going to be Nvidia, it'd be an amazing console, no doubt. It'd be extremely powerful, probably. Nvidia is all about the power. It's not Intel embedded graphics. They are not going to be in the line for making anything for a console for the graphics card, basically like that. It's just not going to happen. And that leaves AMD, right? Again, watch my video about Polaris graphics architecture for the NX, and why it makes perfect sense is because the architecture is built for low power consumption, and it's built for high performance, and it's built for low cost. Okay, that spells Nintendo. If you look at all the information available, everything points to that architecture being something that they would be interested in. As far as having a name, Polaris and all that kind of stuff, of course not. It's going to be the Nintendo NX graphics card. It's going to be the Nintendo X custom GPU, whatever. Features built inside of it may be borrowed from that. You know what I'm saying? It's like, that's where I was getting at. And it's all, speculation, but everything else doesn't add up and doesn't line up with it being something other than an AMD graphics card. And having it being that low power and high performance fits with Nintendo, because having a PlayStation 4 level graphics card on a higher and a bigger, die size would not fit that power range that Nintendo wants. So do your research, journalists who say you're insiders. Do your research first about why things are being said are a certain architecture, and then make your comments. That's my advice to you, because if you don't know anything about this tech stuff, if you don't know about architectures, if you just say, oh, it's not that because I heard this and that, and if you're just saying, in generalizing stuff and vague information, people are going to be confused. And why don't you provide something to back it up? Why don't you explain yourself? Explain it clearly. If you know the specs, say the specs. If you say it's less powerful than PlayStation 4, say it is, and tell why. Don't give these vague, ridiculous, comments and expect everyone to believe you as being completely right because you may have been right about something before. That does not make you right 100% of the time. Keep that in mind. So guys, thank you again for watching this video, and I appreciate all your support. Leave a comment, hit that like button, and subscribe, and I'll see you very soon in the next video. Take care.